Hello students, welcome to Programming with C and C++ online classes. Today I am going to explain about the concept of developer C++ editor window installation, editor software installation. I will show right now. Okay, now let us start our session. Okay, first we need to open browser window. In my laptop I have the Google Chrome browser, so that's why I am opening this window. Here in the Google, just you need to type the in the Google search engine, you need to type the dev C++ download. So this keyword you need to type for the Windows 10, because of in my laptop I have Windows 10 operating system, so that's why I am using the developer C++ Windows 10 related software. I am searching and press enter key. Here different types of links it is showing: developer C++ Windows, source for, so different links it is showing. So first link I am opening. Yeah, this symbol, all of you carefully observe this blue color symbol. We have square symbol, in that dev C++ it is showing now. So this is the right software for us. So down you have the download option now. Just click on that. It is loading. Your download will start shortly, it is showing. Yeah, now it is starting. Yeah, here downloading, all of you carefully observe. In down it is downloading developer cpp 5.11 5.11 td. So it is downloading. Actually 48.1 MB it has. Oh, like this we need to download. After downloading, now I am passing this one because of that software is available in my laptop, so that's why directly I am installing. So in your laptop you need to download like that. Here the icon is showing like this now. The icon is showing like this. Now simply my mouse is over on that and double click on that, then automatically it will ask. Yeah, it is asking, do you want to allow this app from unknown publisher to make changes to your PC? Yes, now I want to install this one. It is asking, you want to install this software or not? So that's why now I am selected. By default it has selected in no, but you don't click on no button. If you click on no button, it will not install. The software will not install in your system or laptop. So that's why here I want to install this software in my laptop. So that's why here I am choosing S option. So it is extracting first. The setup is loading to in my laptop. Unpacking means extracting the files or extracting by that software. You need to wait up to 100% it will complete. So now I am choosing the OK button because of our software language is what? English. So that's why please select the language it is showing, whatever the language you want. According to in our country, English is better. So that's why I am choosing OK. I selected English and I choose it OK. By default it has showing with the English language. Now what are the terms and conditions it is showing? All terms and conditions I agree. So that's why I choosing I agree button. Now you no need to change anything. This already selected these check boxes, but you don't uncheck this one. Okay, you don't change anything, just simply click on next button, and after that install option. Here where the location it is installing, in C drive, program files, and also developer cpp folder it has created. So just click on install button. The location also no need to change. It is extracting and installing. you should wait some time up to complete of the green bar. Yeah, installation completed. You just click on finish button. Now I am closing all these windows. Here it is showing developer C++ in the first time configuration. So you don't change anything in this window. Just click on next button. After that, here also don't change anything. Just click on next button. Finally, you click on OK button. Installation has completed. The browser, the editor window opened here like this. The editor window opened here. So if you want to type anything, first you need to go for file menu, choose new and choose the source file, or the shortcut key is Ctrl N. If you use the Ctrl N, new window it will open. The shortcut key to open a new window, shortcut key is Ctrl N. Okay. So first, if you want to type anything, first you need to go for file menu, choose the new option and choose the source file. Okay. Already I have opened. And here the font is showing in the very small. The font is looking very small. So that's why I am increasing my font. So for that, go to tools menu, choose editor options. Here the second option is there, fonts. Select on that, click on that, and the size increase by the given value. 20 I am giving, and click on OK button. So now the software is properly installed or not. Now I would like to check. So for that, a simple program I am typing. Hash include stdio.h. For that, a simple program I am typing. And wired main, opening functional bracket and closing functional bracket. After that, flower brackets I am opening. Print f, in between double quotes, hello world, the first program, and at the end of the line semicolon must and should be required. Okay, the program typing is completed. Now I am saving this file. Go to file menu, choose save option, or you can click Ctrl S shortcut key for saving purpose. And hello.c. .c is mandatory for the each and every C program, and source type is all files. Source type is, you can select all files. Just click on save button. Here my saving location is desktop, so that's why I am saving this one. All of you carefully observe. Here saved now. Okay. Now I want to compile this program. Go to execute. The first option you have F9. Shortcut key is F9 for compilation purpose, or you can go to execute menu. In that compile option you can click. So there are no errors and no warnings. So compilation successful here. Now I would like to execute this one. So for that, again you need to go for execute menu and choose the run option, or press F10 key for execution shortcut key, F10. Okay, now I am clicking that one. Hello world, it is printing on the console. Okay now, so the file executed correctly. So installation is successfully completed. Like that, we have to install at your system or laptop. Next, so installation process is also completed. And next one, in the last class we have discussed about the basic structure of C program. About the basic structure of C program. Next, algorithm concept we have to learn. We have to know about the new concept of algorithm. What is algorithm? Discuss characteristics and advantages of algorithms. An algorithm is a procedure of step-by-step instruction for solving a problem. Algorithm is not a computer code. Algorithms are just the instruction which gives the clear idea to us to write the computer code. So all of you carefully observe. For example, diagrammatically I would like to explain. ALGORITHMS, algorithms. So algorithms, what purpose they can develop? Actually, algorithm is not a computer code, not a programming code. Algorithm is nothing but a step-by-step process. Whatever the programs you have typed. For example, if the client given one project, client will give projects. Client give project. For whom? Software companies. For the software company. Software companies. For the software. For the software company, client will give the project. What project? Client is doing one business. All of you carefully observe here. Client is doing some business. So for the business purpose, for the client business purpose, he need some software to calculate some sales and projects systematically, automatically. It will calculate by itself. So it will take some time now. For example, the client want to develop a software for his business. So for that every client does not know about the programming code to design a software for his company. Client does not have awareness, because of if the business person having an awareness on only doing the business, for the software purpose they don't know anything. So that's why client will interact to the software companies. Client will interact to the software companies to develop a software for his company. So client will give to the project to develop a software. So for that he need to approach to the software company. So client does not know anything about the programming code, because of if he know the code, why he interact to the software company? Not required. So because of client does not know anything to develop a software for his company, so that's why he need to interact with the software company. So software people, they will give a blueprint, nothing but a pre-plan. It will give the software company people, they will give to the a pre-planned architecture, nothing but, for example, if you want to construct any building, for that engineer first they will give the plan na. First they will design the plan. After that, that designed plan will show to the owner. If the owner satisfied with that plan, then the actual work will start. The original work will start in that time. So if the plan will fail, again the architecture will design a new plan. Am I correct or not? So for that, software companies also, to before the developing actual code, they need to give the some plan for that project. So if the client will satisfy with that plan, then only actual coding will start by the software people. Understand? But here the actual before going to develop an actual code, they need to develop some pre-plan na? So that plan is equal to algorithms here. For that client satisfaction purpose, they have to develop algorithms. So algorithms, they simply understand by the client. Now we have to see the problem, how they will design the algorithms, how the software people will design the algorithms. Here first they will take the white paper. Here simple program I am developing. Here before I just explained welcome code na. For that, hash include stdio.h. So before that one, program title required. After that, void main. This is main function, opening bracket and closing bracket. Here printf function they have to use, hello world. So this is the project program. But if as it is the code developed by the software people and transferred to the client, so client can understand this one na? No. For that purpose, they need to develop algorithms. So this entire code, simple program, this entire code copy in all of you carefully observe here what I am telling. So this program equal to this algorithm. So how they will design based on this program, that algorithm? Simple program algorithm, ALGORITHM, algorithm. Simple program title, equal to simple program. After that, header files included. Here the step 1, this one. Step 1. In the step 1, first they have defined it. In the step 2, header files included. Understand? Like that. In the step 3, main function, use it. In the step 4, print the message. Like that, algorithm developer. This program, this complete program equals to this algorithm. This algorithm name is what? Simple program algorithm. Like that, if you write the algorithm like this, then you can send to the client this message. I mean this algorithm. Client can understand easily. Understand? So for that, algorithms they will generate. Like that, algorithms you can create. For each and every program has different algorithms. Okay, but like this, in this way we have to write the step by step to understand by the client. So when you write this algorithm and when you transfer to the algorithm to approve by the owner, first the client they need to understand each and everything. Then only if the users, I mean if the client is satisfied by this plan, then the actual work will start. Actually first this is not started. First they will design this one. After that, this is approved by the client. Client is nothing but owner, project owner. If the project owner approved by this project, then immediately this type of code will develop by the software people. Understand? Nothing but this is a pre-plan. So like that, we need to develop the algorithms. Here the characteristics we have defined: unambiguous. Algorithm should be clear and unambiguous. So here algorithm created now. If you create this algorithm, if you design this algorithm, compulsory it should be unambiguous. Unambiguous means there is no confusion for the owner. If the code is very clear. If the algorithm code should be clearly designed by the software people. Otherwise, client does not understand. If the client does not understand, client does not satisfy by this project. Immediately they expect new plan. They reject this plan. If it is not clear, the owner will reject this plan. So compulsory, each and every step should be clear to understand by the client. Then only client will approve this project. Otherwise, he will not approve because they will pay the money for this. If it is not clear, then client will not approve this one. If it is not clear, how the client will pay for this? No. So that's why algorithm plan is compulsory, should be clear and clear to understand by the owner. Then only he will approve this project. When he will approve, immediately the software people will design the actual code. Otherwise, he need to design a new plan for this project. So like that, we need to create the algorithms. Unambiguous means there is no confusion for the creating of algorithms. And next, input. An algorithm should have 0 or more well-defined inputs. For example, if it is a bank project. If it is a bank project, ATM project. If it is a bank ATM project, first what it will ask when you enter into the ATM, please insert your ATM card. After inserting by reading that line, you need to insert your ATM card. After inserting that card, immediately it will ask the PIN. So that is also one of the input. So like that, number of inputs it may be have according to your project. If you have any project requirement for number of inputs, number of credentials required, then for that from the user you need to expect some inputs. So that inputs also we need to give. And output, an algorithm should have one or more well-defined outputs and should match the desired output. For example, if you give all inputs in the ATM, for example, if you insert the card, immediately it will ask the one more input. What is that? Again, you need to enter the PIN. By reading that line, you need to enter your ATM card PIN. After entering 4 digits of PIN, immediately your account will validate by the server and it will display some other pages, withdrawn, balance inquiry, password change, PIN change, all those things it will display. If the wrong password you entered by the user, then it will not display that page. So password is mismatched, that error it will show. If you enter the correct password, then it will show the correct page. Like that, the output will show based on given inputs. Next, finiteness. Algorithms must terminate after the finite number of steps. All of you carefully observe here how to design this simple program algorithm by using step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. Like that, clearly you need to mention the steps. So like that, for that you need to mention the number of infinity steps. If you have number of steps, then you can use, there is no problem. But clearly understanding by the client is very important. So for that, your algorithm plan should be clear. Next, feasibility. Should be feasible with the available resources. For example, for developing this project, we have the resources. We need some resources. Some human resource also we need. Some payments also we need. Some money resource also we need. Some time is also we need. Like that, number of resources required to develop a project. So sometimes we need to adjust also. For example, if the project development purpose 10 lakhs is our estimation. 10 lakhs is our estimation to develop a software. Understand? To develop a company software. But the company have the minimum budget. Nothing but 8 lakhs or 7 lakhs they have. They requested to software people. So software people, they can adjust and they can use the available resources only. They can develop the project by they having the own resources only. Understand? And nothing but whatever the resources they have, with that resources they can develop, and other expensible resources they can avoid it from the project. So like that, they need to adjust sometimes. So then only you will get the proper output. Next, independent. An algorithm should have a step-by-step directions which should be independent by any programming code. So actually it is a fake code. It is not a original code. Algorithm is nothing but a fake code to understand by the client only. If you have to use the real code, then client does not understand. If the client can understand that one, they no need to approach to the software people. Directly they can develop. So that's why, for a client understanding purpose, step by step, theoretically, by using English words, we can use the algorithms. We can create the algorithms. So that is looks like a pre-plan. It's a blueprint of project. Understand? Next, advantages of algorithms. It is step-by-step representation of solution to given a problem. An algorithm uses a definite procedure. It is not a dependent of any programming language, so it is easy to understand for everyone without programming knowledge. So client does not have any programming knowledge now. So either without programming knowledge, if you give the algorithm, then they simply understand na? Because of they don't know the programming knowledge. If you give the actual code, they cannot understand. So that's why step by step, in the simple English word we have to use for the algorithm creation. So by reading that is each and every step, client can understand. So this is the designing process. Step by step they have developed. They will develop step by step. So for that they need to approve for this project. So like that they can understand. Next, every step is an algorithm has its own logical sequence. So it is to debug. So here debugging is also very easy. For example, in the step 3, main function is used. In the step 3, main function is used. For instead of this function, their own function they need to use. So client can recommend that one sometimes. So you need to change that one also. Understand? Because of whatever the requirement client have, that requirement we need to support, because of client is the owner, because client is the root person to the project. So whatever the requirements client need, based on the client requirement, we need to develop that project. So that is the process of algorithms. So algorithm creation you can understand right now. Okay, so in today's session I am completing. Algorithms concept is over. In the next class I will discuss about the flowcharts. Flowcharts also say similar to algorithms. In the next class I will discuss about the flowcharts. Now today I am going to ending this session. Thank you very much.